Good evening and welcome to State of Business on Art Television. I am Tamiru Nimsa. Let's have a look at the headlines. Over $1.3 trillion to be invested as capital expenditure, President assures. Government drafts plans for a satisfactory digit in inflation. News in detail. President Anil Kumar said that the government will allocate $1.35 trillion as capital expenditure to develop infrastructure in rural areas to facilitate economic growth in those regions. The President said this speaking at the Sri Lanka Economic Summit 2025 organized by the Ceylon Chamber of Commerce in Colombo recently.
ඇත්තටම අපි අපේක්ෂා කරන මේ වසරේ 104 ඉක්මවා යන ආර්ථික වර්ධන වේගයක්. ඔබ කිව් පරිදිම ආර්ථික කඩාවැටිලා ඊළඟ වසරේදී කඩාවැටීමේ වාසිය වර්ධන වේගයේ සංඛ්‍යාත්මක පෙන්නනවා. ඒක ඇත්ත. අභියෝගයක් තිබෙනවා. නමුත් ඒ අභියෝගය සාර්ථක කළ යුතු හැකි අභියෝගයක් ලෙස අපි කල්පනා කරනවා. අපි ශේෂ්ත්‍ර ගණනාවක් ප්‍රමුඛතාවයෙන් කටයුතු කරමින් තිබෙනවා. විශේෂයෙන්ම ලැබෙන අයවැයකින් අපි අපේක්ෂා කරනවා ට්‍රිලියන 1.35ක් රජයේ ආයෝජන ප්‍රාග්ධන වියදම් ලෙස වියදම් කරන්න. ඒක මෑත කාලයේ රජයක් ප්‍රාග්ධන වියදම් වෙනුවෙන් වැය කරන විශාලතම මුදල වේවි.
Speaking at the event, President Anil Kumar Dissanayake said that the government has identified key sectors such as tourism, naval services and information technology that can contribute to the expected economic growth. President also said that the government is committed to creating an investor-friendly environment as foreign direct investment is of utmost importance.
ආයෝජන ව්‍යාපෘතියක් සඳහා අනෙකුත් අවසර පත්‍ර ආයතන 8කින් ලබා ගත යුතු තිබෙනවා. ඒ සඳහා දින හැටියට ගත්තොත් අපිට දින 116ක් ගත වෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ අනපනත් වල තියෙන දින. නමුත් ප්‍රායෝගිකව සති 184ක් ගත වෙලා තිබෙනවා. අපි අපේක්ෂා කරන එක දින 102ක් වැනි කාලයකට අඩු කරන්න. ඒ වගේම ආයෝජන මණ්ඩලය සාමාන්‍ය ව්‍යාපෘතියක් දුන්නාම දින 80කට ආසන්න කාලයක් ගන්න ඒ ව්‍යාපෘතිය ඇකීමකට භාජනය කරලා තීරණයක් ලබා දෙන්න. අපි අපේක්ෂා කරන එක සති දෙකක් වැනි කාලයක තුල අඩු කරගන්න. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ ආර්ථික වර්ධනය වේගය අපේක්ෂා කරනවා නම් අපි රුජු විදේශ ආයෝජන සඳහා අපි අවශ්‍ය වෙන පහසුකම් සැලකී ඒක අපේක්ෂා කරනවා. අපි සැලසුම් කරනවා මිලියන 2.5ක් ඉක්මවා යන සංචාරකයන් මේ වසරේ කැඳවා ගැනීම සඳහා. ඊළඟ විශේෂයෙන්ම අපේ සේවා ශාස්ත්‍රයේ විශේෂම IT සහ නාවික සේවා ශාස්ත්‍ර අපිට වර්ධනයක් අත්පත් කරගත හැකි. විශේෂයෙන්ම අපි දන්නවා මේ මාර්තු මාසයේ බටහිර ජැටිය ඔපරේෂන් පටන් ගන්න නියමිතව තිබෙනවා. ඒ වගේම ජුලයි වෙනකොට නැගෙනහිර ජැටිය අපිට ආරම්භ කළ හැකි. ඒ නිසා නාවික ශාස්ත්‍රයේ සේවා ශාස්ත්‍රය අපිට යම් ආර්ථික වර්ධනයක් අත්පත් කරගත හැකි. නිසා ශාස්ත්‍ර ගණනාවක් අපි ඉලක්කකට තිබෙනවා. ආර්ථික මේ අපි අපේක්ෂා කරන ආර්ථික වර්ධනය අත්පත් කර ගැනීම සඳහා ප්‍රමුඛකට සැලකිලිට භාජනය කළ යුතු ශාස්ත්‍ර හඳුනාගෙන තිබෙන නිසා මේ ඉලක්කයට යා හැකි කියන විශ්වාසයක් අපිට තිබෙනවා.
The Ceylon Chamber of Commerce Chairman Duminda Hulangamu has called on the public and private sectors to unite as catalysts for change. Speaking at the inauguration of the 2025 Sri Lanka Economic Summit, Hulangamu emphasized the need for collaborative reform to drive the nation's economic transformation. This year's summit, themed Shaping Sri Lanka's Future, Transformational Growth Rooted in Sound Economic Policies, brought together over 700 attendees. Talks included President Anil Kumar Dissanayake as chief guest and 34 distinguished international and local experts. Hulangamu highlighted Sri Lanka's economic rebound in 2024 following years of contraction, urging stakeholders to seize the momentum and lay a foundation for a decade of sustainable growth. Key sessions focused on attracting private investment, boosting export-led growth, and advancing sectors like agriculture, tourism, and value-added manufacturing. Stay tuned. We will return after this short commercial break. Welcome back after the break. The Central Bank of Sri Lanka has decided to maintain the overnight policy rate at 8% in its first monetary policy review for 2025. This decision aims to support economic recovery while targeting a 5% inflation rate in the medium term. CBSL Governor Dr. Nandalal Veerasinghe highlighted that inflation has fallen sharply due to factors like the January electricity tariff reduction, but is expected to stabilize at 5% by Q3 this year. Sri Lanka's economy showed robust growth in 2024 with GDP expanding by 5.5% year-on-year in Q3. Annual growth for 2025 is projected to reach around 5%. Private sector credit growth remains strong with a notable rise of 193 billion rupees in December, attributed mainly to seasonal factors. On the external front, tourism earnings, workers' remittances, and a completed external debt restructuring in December 2024 have strengthened the country's economic outlook. Gross official reserves stood at 6.1 billion rupees by the end of 2024, supported by a renewed currency swap agreement with China. Sri Lanka's Defence Secretary Air Vice Marshal Sampath Tuikonta defended the legality of the Navy's actions following India's protest over an incident involving 13 Indian fishermen near Delft Island. India lodged a formal protest after 2 fishermen were injured when Sri Lankan Navy personnel apprehended a fishing vessel for allegedly poaching in Sri Lankan waters. The Defence Secretary clarified that the injuries resulted from an accidental firearm discharge during the operation. The injured fishermen received immediate medical care and were transferred to Jaffna Teaching Hospital. The Sri Lankan Navy continues round-the-clock operations to combat illegal fishing, trafficking and smuggling, ensuring the security of its waters. The Navy commander reiterated that all actions are conducted professionally and in line with legal protocols. The Defence Secretary stressed that Sri Lanka will maintain its right to search vessels entering its waters, regardless of their origin, to prevent illegal activities. The first sessions of key parliamentary committees for the 10th Parliament were held this week. The Committee on Public Petitions elected R.M. Gamini Ramanayaka as its chair. Chairing the session, Member of Parliament Ratnayaka emphasized the need to expedite petition investigations to provide relief to petitioners. Meanwhile, Deputy Minister Dr. Harshana Surya Peruma was elected chair of the Committee on Ways and Means. In his remarks, he pledged to work toward fulfilling the aspirations of the people and sought the support of all members. Also, Minister Krisanta Abesina was elected chair of the Committee on Ethics and Privileges. This nomination was proposed by Member Tushari Jaisinghe and seconded by Member Krishnan Kalechelvi. Stay tuned for stock update. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on mixed notes today.
The all-share price index dropped by 1.97 to close at 17,115.21 and the SNSP SL20 gained by 0.07 to close at 5,126.38. The turnover was over 7.3 billion rupees and over 364 million shares were traded.
Up next are forex rates. That's all our news for today. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Take care and good night.